16 minutes.
Okay.
Ebia me we ba na se ma akoko my story we. Na aka first time your story no I had a lot of attack. In fact akoko amanfo ka say me defend me Gifty Oware because I am abeka say I felt say almost single me out for attack on the NSS Scandal no. I say bibi kakra bi mame. Akoko ka on this show ana me beka say nya ma me we nko ana e national service awaye adwuma. Na in fact the current sports minister or the former sports minister then oya adwuma wo ho na be adwuma ka sa presentation here no I had a lot of attack am for say me defend Gifty me your presentation me establish my biases. I don't know this lady. I've never dealt with her. Me no I only felt say criticism na e corner so na say o meja say for 5 we nyina ho no nkwa no ma single ne out ba kwanu a ana me hu ne enti ana samanfo ni abre ne so okwa first time me hu say a charge MPP official bia the usual platforms as mu defend niema no me hu so mu defend maami 1 2 I say feedback nya no I said dodo na answer them penasem and I let me say the last presentation I'm here with district assembly no I received a lot of calls it be a similar threat any idea some akobo maami bi jin. So let me choose my words carefully and let me also state a record that me you say I'm not intimidated. Me even me ye me bon komo even me. But the second reason I'm picking about this lady I say a man for shut down penasem 3 akoko no ani social media activities bi and then you may be our kafa and this specifically president Mahama when certain words be our use. Once I do see corner boy you are free so mo kopa Mahama cho won't me home because you believe say you may be your kind no. We can make a personal platform says I think that the MPP lack leadership. You are what time I want to make us answer no leaders to kromua. Yeah. What I say? No leaders to kroma. Gay screenshot your man for the Sunday me. Say you want to defend the gay no one nyama church from the Sunday me no. Na say me sia fem kakra. These are the 3 reasons. Now what is the new update on the NSS Scandal? I know your babu one brain share from na be heavy. The interview just say to amani bre no ebi ni. Akokwa story we so am no allegedly. Even in fact the attorney general himself a doctor-in-law Dr. Dominic Kain or you so suspect. O trying to face in a suspect. Gabi na elbo enim ni. Maami yan convict no. It mean ka so okromfo. It mean why some you no allegedly. Wo person of friend okromfo abetimi aye. Mi gina no, mi ni court to sika. Ana mi ntimi so nko court de bia. So I will use the word allegedly and suspect. Yes say. Maami yan friend Gifty Oware men saying. Ebra national service for me. Ebro mu di amu twajajo mu sika maye no otimi create ghost names create company exist right somewhere somehow ekonya 30.6 million cedis loan efi ADB na kwa ma nyina me kind story ni mawa for me this investigation must not end at the national service and say yenya Bank of Ghana auditors they need to answer questions. Yeah. Me kind nyama mawa obeti ase. Now let's go on. Dr. Dominic Ayene enura ema full update on the national service scandal. But about 2 weeks ago say corruption cases are now Mahama 120-day promise social contract no. Me catch us a docket ni bebre ready in the coming days we have some semblance of it. Right. Or starting on a brief background. Yeah, but can I say, in around February 2022, the management of the National Service Scheme announced the introduction of a digital system, which they claim has saved the country 112 million Ghana cedis. I go back here. Only Bawumia crack over. So yeah, digitalization, you reduce ghost names, and you're saving 112 million. Or say, through an app known as the Metric app, which allegedly combines facial recognition technology and identity card checks for verification and validation. The NSA, the National Service Authority, had blocked 14,027 ghost names. So, according to National Service, some blocking ghost names, we know this 121 million. And the news. Ghana, you bomb baswa yes, okay. Right. Yankoso. Oh, no. And Attorney General, some by investigation, what they've noticed is that Sika with 548.3 million. In fact, what open to the Latin, my memo say 548,333,542.65 million. a private account suma eya ban sika akwa sika na mi body ni 500 million cedis,
right,
according to the learned attorney general. Now o break it down, this is how the scheme and now so made the scheme now aside for ni sika akwa wa hu ni ma infographic. I think this is better from the ISD, the Information Services Department. Akwa we ni open there. I think say we is better. We white no. Okay.
White no be my clear.
Okwa. 2018-2019 ghost names so mu create sika omunya in 25.8 million. 2019-2020 21.6 million. 2020-2021 55.6 million. 2021-2022 61.3 million. 2022-2023 350.9 million. 2020-2024 32.8 million. The sum for 6 years yeah pad the figures. You create ghost names. Make prove be for 4 states. Mami be a wedding 96.
Yeah.
That information national service etianeka. Aqua 548.3 million Ghana cedis.
Wow.
You see, I always say that when you are doing the discussion, put your politics aside. I have seen some of the evidences based on the work I do. I cannot share publicly. Yeah. But I was so sad when I read some of the documents. So sad. Now, the press conference of the Attorney General. You see, National Service Ghana Interbank Payment System is switching the DTACA. So you ask yourself, a month to be a National Service are verifiable. Yeah. In terms of Bank of Ghana, Sadi, me say Gifty Oware, any executive in Kwana year. We verify, Gabi will be working me. All the form be called district war. District officer verify, and Sana will pay about. All this wow. Nobody at the Bank of Ghana, where the database of the Ghana Interbank Payment System sits, notice this. Parliament, the Education Subcommittee, any parliament that shows the document, obey for all these years, 6 years here. Now, what do you my information on Madam Gifty Oware, or creative company be. I say, okay, so let me just read it for you. Within 2 years service, 2022 to 2023 and 2020 for suspect, make us careful. Suspect Gifty Oware Mensa used the total of 9,934 ghost names to misappropriate the aforementioned funds. Aforementioned funds is misappropriate about 20 something million. But my started story from Mahama, you get it better from here. Or say some directors, such as Gifty Oware Mensa, created and executed a meticulous detailed plan using national service allowance as security to obtain a loan of 30.6 million from the Agric Development Bank, which is ADB, at an interest rate of 23%. She achieved these results by using other people's information to register a company called Blocks of Life Consort.
Blocks.
According to the Attorney General, the fact. Mami wey ekwaje besia wo ADB bank 30.6 million at an interest rate of 23%. Or the company no create a crofo minimum of forging identity. So there's even an element of fraud in the creation of the company. Without their knowledge or permission, Ethiopia made the Gabi Dina or Gabi Midu creative information. Na say where they were more biaman no ye. Or say, subsequently, she presented Blocks of Life Consort through a middleman in the person of Alex Minta to an official of the Agric Development Bank, enlisting her husband, Peter Mensah, a lawyer, to act as one of the directors or representative of the said company. She told ADB that the company specialized in supplying home appliances to national service personnel and proposed that ADB finance the company to enable it to supply these items on hire purchase to the service personnel, with the National Service Authority being responsible for handling the deduction and repayments. During that period, suspect Gifty was the acting director of the authority. However, on the marketplace of the authority, there was no indication that Blocks of Life Consort was a registered vendor. National Service no, omo phobia, omo de niema mawom, and omo ye adwuma. Company mami create no mu this list of vendors no so. Akwa mami we amanfo be no be acting director of the NSS scheme bra Mustafa Yusuf your man muso kwa sports minute to kodi MP no. Before honorable was before man came boss ne kono no acting. okwa no so di national service no allegedly eye now ko bebusa anwo say unti banking asekra na with my little mind on banking who approved the loan at ADB who takes a personal loan akwa or the government allowances you see it doesn't
and me who yana bisa me say so the credit committee credit officer no board of directors no
yes
I mean this loan has gone through for approval knowing that at the end I need to ban the collateral no enya de papa knowing that me na make say nya de papa it's not actually acceptable with that banking policy. Not more to me, board of directors, so they should call in those board of directors, credit officers, the credit
and even the auditors.
The audit me only me problem kesiye institutions, especially with the internal auditors. You see, they are the people that most times, and you but some of them, almost me connive with institutions, you know. Empenimphobia no
my dream
no my into external audit
na kwa unim na okay better so point no he oji sika ni we she transferred it to 4 different accounts
right.
The company ni di Amiacom Scaffold Ochi Aristo Logistics and Trade akwa okoma company nya a shell account.
Look at it.
So if someone was indeed tracking the loan of the company
near auditing year
how did this happen? How come I say between 3rd March 2023 and 24th May 2024, suspect Gifty transferred 22.9 million into sa Amiacom no, 1 million into Scaffold, 1.5 million into sa another company no, and a last company transfer 5.2 million. So this is how she dissipated the money. Okay. Now you can normally me access bank. Nancy will be sending me dollars, it be $200, and more frame. So how do you give 30.6 million to somebody using a guarantor? The guarantor system here amount for national service allowance. It doesn't make sense to me. Which country would this? And I want to vendors because of time. Vendors need be a vendor national service scheme no. Ebu ohwa ya mo muska, but there's no evidence of work. Marina Ventures, you man 50.7 million. You according to Juna, when you are it doesn't come to the money. Dear man, no. Our company be savings and loans entity almost 176.5 million. Fayad Ventures 21.3 million. Yan Support Ventures 19.1 million. Brainwave Ventures, almost your man saying any Philipata. So some of you behind company. And I go Stephen Kwamna Jemfi, it didn't sound familiar. Next week, I will give you all these people behind the companies. My catch them was exclusive document. 17.6 million. GH Okek Ventures. And also 14.2 million. Buy Option Ventures. 11.4 million. Solonso Ventures. That's a bazaar.
I don't know. Osaje Fokwesi can was you will write to ADB as a commercial farmer for a loan. They will never give you. And I go on him. Unim was scandal. Agricultural Development Bank.
Akwa unim ne hadwen was scandal we ho. They say MPP from the minimum say maybe be so mu jenim no. They are not writing about it.
Yeah.
I've seen a document. For the first time I stand on this platform to say that. For me, based on the document, there's some prima facie reason for this.
For you.
And you see, as young people, we need to get to a time some fool be say, you know, and let's see it defended. How do you do this? So we state agencies be a be almost can be a many problem. National service. I mean, be jina. No maboma. Only say easy for man can count. Nancy, I'm koji easy. I'm koto easy or let to land ya. Akwani ko easy. Adwuma be 6 months ni ntu omuka.
Look at it. Now obi this.
Mahama be the president 6 months o. Ntu omuka. Akwa abus amanfo a ye di omuka kromu ha. Then we spend $1 billion. Ya diverted sika.
Me ade we buy no de ba me trima ne say de bia de medwene no ya no kre say empanimfo bi o sika edi nkrofo na e ka say o payment delay they use it for investment.
Yes.
Na interest ba wate afiri so ansa no wabetua and investigations must go on some of these issues.
Akwa ni enti kwenti a aban ni abre ne say this is the timeline. Mustafa you see for the statement about onu so be di national service ne should be.
Right.
Gifty Oware acting on abo SSC ba kokwa say o time nti say me go through mu nyina allegedly scare form.
I think next week e be sa atwaso.
Mustafa received the statement about let me end on or say onu do you believe in the principles I will serve a public officer you must be willing to answer questions or account for your stewardship. And so I ready. But this will be my concluding word.
Right.
Me you say to 543 point something, half a billion. For me, the foremost thing that we should recover the monies. That's why I'm a peg of Fred Damian, somebody plea bargaining system by your books. Ye sika.
Right.
Ye sika. Our home properties be a yen tonton.
Sure.
Because you say watch is been in your maybe Kuran, you be who be a coqua, who the yen tony and recover be.
Yeah. Near fancy shim.
Now, coqua. Me who be the political cases, Mahama bounce or be microphone, be file be omun coffee. You bet China 8 years, 4 years, now say. Okwa, let's cause a change of some of these things. You cannot continue to run a country like this. I will be a bar, no be repaying, no call. And over the comment about since they must have easy for car.
Oh,
but in Jessica, at the end, you maybe say, when you do this to ourselves, no mining Koya, pretend they see into mining Koya. How come you do this here?
You do not say to the fact checker, I say, so.